Okay, we're live. Just waiting for that. So, hello, beautiful souls out there, and going to have a little discussion with you today about something that comes up from time to time. With my clients, it comes up time to time, I'm sure, with you guys out there, and I experience it myself as well. And it's sometimes feeling not sure about things or uncertain about things, but I've got a really fire sure way to combat that. So I was speaking with a friend last night, and when I was speaking with this friend, it really did just flow naturally. It felt really like I was just channeling. It was so beautiful. Even I was appreciative of it. I was like, wow, that really just flowed. It was so lovely what was coming to me. And I'm not saying that to blow my own horn. I'm just saying, like, this is what we have access to. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Jennifer, the Soul Whisperer Coach, and I help people release, trauma from their past. Sometimes it can just be blocks that aren't as traumatic as we think. Help people move more into their own success, discovering who they are, as well as really going into the spiritual, non-physical energies there that are always supporting us, because there is a non-physical energy that does support us, and it is absolute, unconditional, pure love. And when you know it and you feel it, everything else just falls away from that. So I just wanted to share a little bit with you about, when we are in uncertain times, but there are things we are certain about. And this is what I say to people. They're feeling unsure, or they're on shaky ground, or, feeling nervous or wobbling, or just feeling really uncertain. There are ways that you can combat that. And you can start now. So what I want to say is there's a few ways around this. Something you need to be aware of. Anything that you are wanting or desiring, actually it can come quite fast, but it has to do with how much resistance we put in our own way, how many blocks we put there. But what you'll find is if you actually practice things daily, you will start to experience the feeling of what it feels like to have it. Meaning, when you're feeling uncertain, that's the time you really want to feel more certain. It's this negative emotion showing you that it's obvious to me, what would I prefer? I want to feel certain. I don't want to feel like this. But it's really hard because sometimes we get caught up in a lot of uncertainty, and we can get caught up in the drama of things. We can get caught up and we can stay in that space and feel quite stuck, or in a certain area of our life. But if you start to practice a little bit, you are such powerful beings. You'll be amazed, just a little bit reaching for, what would I want? What would I prefer? What can I let in? What can I ask for? So when you're feeling uncertain, that's the time to say, thank you for this. It's showing me that I actually just want to feel more certain. I want to feel more sure. So, and when you think about it, that is at the basis of really feeling confident. When you feel certain about something, or you feel sure about something, you are actually feeling confident. You feel well, you feel content, you feel happy, you feel centered, you feel calm. So it's really just dialing it back and bringing you back to that space. And you can do that by, there's many ways around it, but I'll give you this way. This is one way. What are you certain about in your life now? Because if you're looking at all the uncertainty and you're letting it overwhelm you, then as you focus on that, you'll just get more of that. Because what we focus on expands. So what you want to focus on is a little bit of, what is going well in my life? Where do I feel certain? And it can just be one thing, that one thing. Because what happens is everything's energy and a feeling and a state. When you lock onto that one thing, all of a sudden you start to feel the connection to that. That one thing can be something as simple as your garden, when you smell your roses, or your dog, or your cat, or I don't care what it is. What is that one thing in the day that brings you a sense of comfort? Now, when I'm saying this, I'm talking from a space of good comfort. You don't want to be reaching for, something that's going to be harming you, like alcohol all the time, soothing you with that, or, I'm not suggesting that you look for the thing that soothes you that is also harming you at the same time. I'm talking about something that is a natural substance, in the sense that when you are looking at your dog or your cat or your children or your partner or something, or your garden, I don't care what it is, what's that one thing in your day that brings you a sense of certainty? It brings you a sense of feeling sure or calm or centered. Because when you can identify what that is, which will be easy for you, but now you'll be aware, you will start to recognize this thing here makes me feel different, makes me feel good. Oh, I like that. I wish my life was like that all the time. And your life can be for the most part. But here's the thing. You can access this state, this feeling, wherever you go, no matter where you are. And then before you know it, you're bringing it with you, because you do take you with you. You don't have to wait for the condition of to be somewhere or to be with someone to feel that feeling. For example, let's say you feel like this with your dog and you love that with your dog being at home. And let's say you go off to work or you go out and you feel that, I don't feel that feeling, I miss that feeling. Just the thought of you thinking about your dog and the way it comforts you, you're doing it now. This is the power of who we are. And you might think it's silly, but it's very powerful, because the more you do that, now you're hooking into your well-being. So find something that you're certain about. Find something that you're sure about. I don't care what it is, as long as it's one thing and it's not detrimental to your health, but it's good for you in that way. Find that and just meditate on that for a bit. Write it down and sit and reflect and think, I love this. This is such a beautiful feeling. I love it. You're so simple. You're so easy to love. And honestly, that is the basis of who we are. Humans like to complicate things. We really, this very basic needs. And they're basic and they're not, because they're powerful. You need love and connection. You need to feel safe and secure. You need certainty in your life. You need to feel that you are important to yourself, not anyone else. So there are some basic things that are very simple when you come back to the core of who we are, because we are at our core unconditional love. Unconditional love. And you will feel that when you are experiencing that with your children, your grandchildren, it can be anything. Dog, cat, horses, it can be a garden, it could be your motorbike, it could be, there's so many things you can find it in. It's not one specific thing. And you're going to get different degrees of how it makes you feel. But it's the way it makes you feel that is important. This is what hooks you up with you. This is what hooks you up with your soul. And this is what you need to start asking yourself, what hooks me up? What hooks me up with my soul? Because there's nothing really out there we're chasing. It's all an inside job. It's all in here. The tangibility of this world, the reality of it, it's wonderful to experience it. And the physicalness is wonderful to experience it. But you can hook up from the inside out. Now, that's not to say things out there won't help you hook up, but are you only relying on the things out there and then constantly chasing that and never feeling fulfilled? So just know that you have a soul, you have a source, you have an essence, you have a spirit, you have a God. I don't care what you call it what you want, but there is a powerful force that adores you unconditionally, loves you, stands by you, and is ready, willing, and waiting at any moment for you to start calling the shots. So everything is existing for you to step up. Step up. Now, you don't have to physically go do anything just yet. I'm talking about reining it in, calling it to you. What is it that I want? What is it that I want? And oh, well, I want to actually feel more certainty most days. I want to feel more certainty. I don't need to wait for tomorrow to feel. I can find some certainty now. What am I certain about now? Oh, I'm certain about that I have a roof over my head. I'm certain that I can breathe air. I'm certain about I have my beautiful family. I'm certain about I see my dog and she's happy. I'm certain about more wonderful things are going to come my way. Well, there's a lot actually I'm certain about. That's all I need to know for now. So you decide for you what you're certain about. Don't listen to my words. I'm just giving you some examples. But you need to find that within yourself, because when you do, you're going to wake up that confidence. You're going to wake up that beautiful beast within. You're going to wake up to your soul more and more and realize, really, we have all the power, not even just at our fingertips, but within us. And it comes through the way we think, how we direct our thought, how we feel, what we desire. And at any given moment, we can change that. So one little thing I'll finish off with saying here is another powerful thing to do is, how do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to yourself? And if you say, well, I don't actually talk to myself, that's fine, but know that you are, even if you're not having an inner dialogue with yourself. And you know what it is? It's the way you feel. It's the way you feel about you. When you go out into the world, check in. How am I feeling? Am I not comfortable with the world? Am I angry at the world? Am I upset with myself? You really want to check in and go, hang on a minute. This stops when I say it does, when I say so. So what if I started to praise myself? What if I was to say to myself, you know what? And I'm just speaking from example here. I'm not saying this is anything to do with my life. But you can say something like, you know what? I've come a long way in life and I've had some experiences. And boy, oh boy, and I'm still alive and I'm still here and I must be doing something right. And I think I'm going to go a bit easier on myself. I think I'm going to be a bit kinder to myself, because no one's going to do it for me. And even if someone's being kind to you all day, every day, and you're still beating up on yourself, guess what? It goes like this. Energy goes like this. You can't absorb it. It goes like this. Until you open up and start to recognize it's okay for me to be nice to myself and kind to myself. Now you're going to start opening up to that inner love, unconditional love and kindness to yourself, the divine feminine energy that resides within all of us. And there's masculine and feminine. It's another topic. I might talk about that next week. But until you do that, doesn't matter what anyone else says, just going to go whoop, whoop around you. It's going to come to you and go around you. There's compliments. You're like, yeah. I used to do it. People would give me compliments and I'd be like, oh, yeah, like, or just I'd fob it off, or I think, yeah, that's nice. I feel like that anyway. Thank you. That's nice. I feel like that on the inside. I mean, I don't always do it. Sometimes I just think, but you want to find ways to praise yourself, be kind to yourself. And even when people are saying things to me, it's really nice, but you know what? I don't need it. It's nice though, because I already feel the love inside of me. I feel confidence inside of me. Do I feel confident all the time? Most of the time. Does that mean I won't feel confident sometimes? Of course I'm not going to feel confident sometimes. And I love that, because we're never finished. You're going to always be showing yourself something will be coming to you at different times in your life where, am I going to know it all? No. Is this new territory? Yes. Do I love that? Yes. Because it causes me to expand. It's new, it's exciting, it's challenging. So how you talk to yourself is everything. just start being more aware. Just have a think over the next week. When it comes up, if you're beaten up on yourself, okay, I'm doing it more than I realize. And how do I know I'm doing it? Because of the way it makes me feel. It doesn't make me feel good, it makes me feel rotten. So you want to have an inner dialogue, and because this is how your soul would talk to you. It would say, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're brilliant, I adore you, you can do anything you want, you can do it, this is where all the energy is. This is why people who have a lot of energy are usually very positive, because they're dialed into their soul. They just feel it, they hear it, they listen to the guidance, they're kind to themselves, they give themselves a break, it's love and all of the good things under that. So when you can start to recognize that, being kind to yourself, praising yourself and loving yourself more is going to start shifting you in a different way. It's going to cause you to feel less frazzled. It's going to cause you to feel more confidence. And the other thing you will stop doing is you will stop comparing yourself between you and everyone else or the rest of the world. And even on top of that, you'll stop comparing yourself where you're meant to be, even for yourself, because you don't get there in that way. You don't get to a happy place by being stressed. They're two different worlds. You have to bridge that gap by finding a way to be kind and loving to yourself. Does it come overnight? It can for some people. But it's not whether it comes fast or comes slow. It's about enjoying that journey and discovering who you are. And it's like unwrapping a present. It's a beautiful thing. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll pop a link in the bottom if you would like to reach out to me, or you would like to connect more with me. I do offer free 15-minute chats if you're looking to explore something. Anyway, big soul love from me, and have a great day. Bye for now.